Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shauna and today I'm going to be sharing all of our favorite read alouds with you guys. So jumping into it, I don't have it on me because I actually rented it from the library, but we loved it so much that I actually just remembered to purchase it. So I'll link a picture like right here. But it was My Father's Dragon, and you guys, that was such a wonderful story. If you have not read it, it's about a little boy named Elmer, and he meets this stray cat and talks to him about how his dream is to fly. And so the cat tells him about, because you know it has talking cats, but he tells him about this dragon who's being held captive on an island, and he tells Elmer how to get there. So Elmer goes out on this big journey to save the dragon, and through the course of his journey he's met with, trial after trial and, dangerous situations. And he has to be very witty, and so he gets out of all of these like crazy situations with his wits and his humor, and he ends up rescuing the dragon. They become friends, and it actually is a whole series that is done over the course of 3 different books. But the first book was so wonderful, and my kids and I enjoyed it so much. We laughed so much about, the crazy situations he would get himself into and how smart and cunning he was to get himself out. So that one was a wonderful book. The next one is The Year of Miss Agnes. We read this recently, and this was the first read aloud that my kids were like, can we read it again? They loved this book so much, and so did I. It's about a little girl named Frederica, but everyone calls her Fred for short, and they live in Alaska. Now, all of the teachers that they've had up until this point in their little schoolhouse, they've all have left after either the year or even shorter than that, until Miss Agnes comes. And her approach to teaching is so much different than the previous teachers. She starts throwing away old textbooks and she starts reading them exciting books. She teaches with outside of the box thinking, and she truly cares about the students. And this book, you guys, like this story, like at the end I was like, oh my gosh, it's so sweet. It was such a good book. Now I will give like the little disclaimer that one of the girls in this book does make, I don't remember if it was Fred or another one, I believe it was Fred, and she does make a comment about not wanting to be a mother. But when you read the story, you understand why, just because she's lived a hard life. And I just wanted to put that disclaimer out because I know sometimes, like, us moms, we're very picky with what our kids read. But my kids didn't take anything bad from that, and I didn't take anything bad from that. But, you can use it as a teaching opportunity too, as to, just using it as a teaching opportunity. That's where I'll stop there. The next book is The Secret of the Hidden Scrolls. You guys, this is a whole series. They have 9 books. It is a Christian-based series, and it was so good. We're currently on, this is the first book, which is the beginning. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we are currently towards the end of book 3, and my kids have enjoyed this series so much. It's about 2 siblings who find these scrolls that take them back to the very beginning of the Bible, and they go through all of these adventures. So they get to be in the garden with Adam and Eve, and then they get to help Noah build his ship or the ark, and through each one they have to battle Satan, and they have to unlock the secret of the scroll and what the scroll's meaning is that they have that took them back in time. So it's been like adventurous, it's been fun, and it gives them, good things to talk about regarding the Bible and our faith. The next book, oh my god, you guys, this one was so good. It was so touching and heartwarming, and almost had me in, actually it did have me in tears at one point, but it is Wish. And so it says, Charlie Reese has been making the same secret wish every day since 4th grade, but when she's sent to live with family she barely knows, it seems unlikely that her wish will ever come true. That is until she meets Wishbone, a skinny stray dog who captures her heart, and Howard, a neighbor boy who proves surprising in lots of ways. Suddenly, Charlie is in serious danger of discovering that what she thought she wanted may not be at all what she needs. So I will give you guys a disclaimer that some of the words in this book are they're not crazy and like super bad, but they're also not the nicest. So you might want to pre-read a little bit and underline or highlight, like if you do want to change anything. There were some things that, like, because she just speaks a little mean, and so there were some things in this that I did alter to convey the same message but in like a less harsh way. But my kids, they loved this book so much. It talks about this girl who's taken away from her family and all that she knows, and because her dad is in prison and her mom is in this just really deep depression that's hard for her to get out of, and so she goes to live with her aunt and uncle, and they are so godly and so loving, and they just try over and over to show her all of the different ways that she is loved and wanted. And she finds this dog who she develops this really wonderful relationship with, and her friend Howard is just, he has a disability, and and he's just so grace-filled to everyone who makes fun of him and kind. And she's like this hot-tempered girl who stands up and fights for him. And he ends up showing her what true friendship is. And so it was an unexpectedly wonderful book. And, when I first started reading it and I was like altering the harsh words, I was like, I don't know if we're going to continue this. But I am so glad that I did, because it's so wonderful. And so check it out. I will have all of these linked down below. The last one was so fun, and I think we got it in Beautiful Feet Books Father's Day Read Aloud pack, but it is called Return. Now, what makes this book super cool is that it is a wordless picture book. So you are going through the pictures with your children, and they're coming up with the story based on what they see. So it really helps them with observation skills and reading emotions from the characters' faces and creativity. So I really enjoyed this book. It just kind of breathed a new form of creativity into them, and I thought it was really great. They do have 2 other books that go with this one, and so I'm going to be picking those up just because the kids had so much fun thinking up the story. So those were all of our favorite read-alouds from last year. Let me know down below, what are some of your favorite read-alouds? I would love to hear them. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll see you again later. Bye.